Hi everyone, I'm Any New Province and I just finished up the league with Sweep. I'm just here to remind you that you can like the video or subscribe to the channel down below. I'd seriously appreciate it. It's a great way to let me know you've enjoyed everything and it really encourages me to keep making great Pauper content. You can pick up all of your planes and kill your opponent with a lethal Squadron Hawk in whatever matchup you want by clicking on the timestamp in the description down below. Thank you so much for watching and enjoy the league. Alright guys, here we go. Match 1. We have a Cartouche. And we have a Deathblade Elite, and we can bounce our Cartouche with Core Skyfisher or Ication Javelineers. This is actually a really good hand, so I'm going to keep this. And we're going to fearlessly turn a Deathblade Elite into the Abyss, and really hope it gets us there. And these are all cards I know. Alright, let's play Deathblade Elite. Oh, Lobmer, I'm going to do what I can. I'm telling you. Deathblade Elite is out. Cartouche is going to make it an Abyss. There's an emergency. I had to mute my mic, excuse me. Not for me, I'm not having an emergency. Someone is, and I'm really sorry for them. Rift Bolt! The Abyss doesn't do anything against Rift Bolt. Alright, so now we're hoping to draw Imperial Armor and Lifelink, kind of one after the other here. And we draw land. Okay, well let's keep playing weenies. We'll Cartouche up the Deathblade Elite. I know, we've played a lot of Burn. Do you guys think, didn't a pro player play Burn in the challenge? Was it Shota? Oh yeah, what's up, Bozo? Yeah, this is nuts. So hopefully the lifelink and the Sacred Cats kind of get us there. We're playing Squadron Hawks and Imperial Armors instead of more Sacred Cats and Seeker of the Waves, which I'm a little discouraged about. But Seeker didn't fit the bill for this deck, you know? It didn't refill the hand. Luckily, we've got a Fire Blast on board every turn, unless our opponent starts answering our creatures. If they play a Thermal Alchemist, I don't know if I want to kill it with Javelineers plus Deathblade Elite, although I may want to sneak in for one. Yeah, here's hoping this is heroic enough. They're going to Searing Blaze. That's not great. That was probably our best Core Skyfisher target. Yeah, can't do anything about that. Ugh, okay. Burn. Getting burnt. Imperial Armor. Hyena Umbra. Pretty mediocre. Okay, so we're going to Javelineers you. Javelineers can eventually eat a... or kill a 1-drop, so we'll reset Javelineers instead of bouncing anything else. I wish I could have bounced Cartouche, but it is what it is. Go to combat, attack with the warrior. I guess I'm leaving 1 damage on board by not casting Hyena Umbra here, but we'll see if that's too inefficient. Opponent's at 16, we're at 14, they're a burn deck. So let's see if we draw some of our life gain. It's really good. I make burn decks look awesome. I just always lose to burn decks. Oh, another Searing Blaze for a Core Skyfisher. Very hard to compete against infinite Searing Blazes. So I guess maybe it was Hyena Umbra on Skyfisher there. All right, so I guess we're gonna go all in on a warrior token because there's a chance that we just want to bounce our Ication Javelineers at some point, and we'll Hyena Umbra up the same warrior. We could also just be dead next turn. We're at 10. Warriors! So I'm going to leave Javelineers up just in case our opponent land... They probably won't land a 1-drop. I'm going to attack. Why not? We might need that counter to kill something later on, so I don't want to use it on their end step. I'm going to hold this Plains because we might draw Imperial Armor to steal the game, although it's pretty unlikely. The play that could save us would be like draw Heliod's Pilgrim, go get Lifelink, and then try to get away with this warrior, but opponent's got 4 cards in hand, probably mostly burn spells. From what I'd wager. Oh, Searing Blaze, man. Searing Blaze is just so good against us. This is one of those situations where Imperial Armor is pretty bad. Like, you kind of have to draw both pieces of the combo here, Imperial Armor and Plow, or like a Squadron Hawk shortly after. We draw Journey. Well, don't mind being hellbent. Opponent down to 3 cards in hand. They're going to go to a somewhat low life total here, but I don't think they're super worried about it. They got 1 turn to hit us with 3 burn spells. More than that, actually. Because we only attack for 5 next turn. So yeah, we're probably dead. Let's find out. And they don't. They might. There's some chance they were sandbagging double Fire Blast there. Chain Lightning. We can't pay and won't. Maybe we should have journeyed our own warrior. And we're dead. Alright. Burn, huh? So we want another lifelink. I probably wouldn't mind a Prismatic Strands or two. I know they're not great. And Standard Bearer is like fine, but not ideal. So let's find out what we don't want. Javelineers is pretty bad against this deck. So we'll bring in another lifelink for that reason. I could even go down like one journey probably. And bring a Strands, bring in the Strands, and then maybe we want to find room for a Standard Bearer or two. Yeah, exactly. So I think we want to find room for a Standard Bearer or two. I don't feel particularly worried about their creatures, but maybe I should. You can't really cut the combo. You can cut like 1 Imperial Armor. I'll cut 1 Imperial Armor. We just have to attack them with creatures to win this game. Maybe I'll go down Hyena Umbra. Yeah, I could take out another Deathblade Elite. I could see that. Absolutely. I don't think I want the third. Having 1-drops is important too, though. Like, just to attack them for 1, or have something to Imperial Armor up. I guess Imperial Armoring a Standard Bearer isn't the end of the universe, but... yeah, I guess that third one could be sweet. Yeah. No, I think if Curse is going to kill us, then we're just not doing our job. That was just a bad game. I think I could take out another... yeah, I think it's just too slow. So I'm going to go like that. We're going to take out Imperial Armor, a few other things that aren't super important to draw a no-lander. Give it a good old mulligan. 20 lands in this bad boy, so it shouldn't be too unrealistic to draw some. I went down to 1 Secluded Step because I was always drawing my Secluded Steps. All right, so we're down a few 1-drops here. This is a risky hand, but we have all of our sideboard cards. I mean, our opponent just kills this outright when we play it. I don't know if we can go down any further than this, though. I think we kind of have to hope to draw, which is, like, sketchy, but the reality we're living in. No lander down to 1 lander. And where we have 2 Strands and a Standard Bearer, I think it would just be greedy to not keep this. Not going to do anything with Blessings. We'll bottom that. Play Secluded Step, pass the turn, and hope. All right, guys, we're on the weenie plan. Getting weaned. I thought I just conceded the game. Whoa. All right, opponent plays Untap Mountain. Likely story. We don't draw a land. So let's say we draw a land. I'm resolute about not going to 5 there. There's only 12 or 20 lands in the deck. We have 1-drops. We have Thraben Inspectors and stuff, and we got a way to get an aggressive start. A bunch of plows with a Secluded Step on board, though, is not ideal. Yeah. Exactamundo. Oh, man. Okay, well, sure wish I had those Javelineers. But I don't... There's only 2 of these in the deck. I just bottomed 1. We're probably dead, gang. We've got 2 journeys to answer this. We're going to have to find a land first. But, yeah. Deathblade's pretty alright against Firebrand Archer. It looks really good here, because we have no board, so we can attack, too. Greasy. But, yeah, Magic is a game of variance. I had a little bit too much variance this week, though, especially with last night, our opponent having all the spells. It is very rough. There's probably no coming back from this. We're probably going to get burnt out. But I'm curious to see what my 5 would have looked like. Maybe 1 land and some 1-drops was too much to ask for. Alright, let's see what happens. Gotta journey the Rift Bolts. Yes, Lobmert, that's correct. Well, our opponent's flooding out and playing creatures, so at least we got that going for us. But this is like, they can kill you. If they can't kill us this turn, they can kill us next turn. Wow. Wow. Well, maybe we wouldn't have won this game anyway. Curse goes up. Yeah, I thought so too. I don't know. We are going to play to our outs here. We'll get them to point the first burn spell at this bad boy, but Yeah, good news. We were gonna lose this game anyway, but what do they need? Like 2 burn spells? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, they only need 2 burn spells to kill us. They're on all creatures. Who knows? Who knows, gang? Maybe there is a way out. We're not going to block because we might have an opportunity to Strands next turn if we draw a land. But maybe I couldn't count myself as being so lucky. There's another curse. Okay. Well, this is a pretty good hand for Imperial Armor, I guess. Play the Thrave, baby. Get him down. Top deck balance. Imagine. Let's boot up the Standard Bearer. Maybe our opponent's got like a, you know, unkicked Searing Blaze burning a hole in their hand. We'll pass. Likelihood of being dead, incredibly high. Fire Blast. Oh. They don't get this opportunity very often. We are actually dead now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we go to 1. Pretty much. Or a virtual 1 here. 3 cards in hand. Can't be lands. We gotta be done for. You just have to play an instant or sorcery spell opponent. Cool. I'm gonna assume they're on the tune, the Dimir Delver tune. So if they are, Core Skyfisher on turn 2 is a very precarious suggestion. Especially with Snuff Out in their deck. It's like Delver is their early game, yet so is Daze. This hand's a disaster against Snuff Out though, so I'm gonna mulligan. Like, should I just like start over? I'm not even playing bad. My deck's just being an idiot. Well, we didn't go to 5 last time. Oh, that was dumb. Maybe they're on mill and it's tech. This isn't bad. This isn't bad. This takes care of a Delver. As far as yeah, exactly, Bozo, exactly. Get a good look. Get a good look at this one. Ironic. Hold on to that Snuff Out for this Javelineers. That's about as much as I can hope for my creatures to do is 4 damage to my opponent, though. That's honestly not a bad trade, as long as I don't get the Imperial Armor. This isn't one of the early kills, though. I must have just been drawing the nuts in practice matches all weekend, and that's it. You use up all your luck all at once. Plow through. Gataxian Probe is a pretty good card. We are gonna run out of Acacian Javelineers. At least we can have some fun with it. It looks like they've been fairly well with their deck, though. Are they gonna daze the Javelineers? Here it comes. Oh, rip. Nope. It's pretty much just as bad if they catch either of these with daze, so we can't kill a Delver. I think they're going to Spell Pierce Cartouche here, so maybe I like Sandbag Cartouche. I don't know. I can play Cartouche safely next turn, and honestly, it doesn't really matter if we get it down now, so I'm actually going to hold on to Cartouche. Because if that's all we're doing next turn, then we might as well leverage it. Yeah, Daze is pretty good on Javelineers. Like I said, their early game is Delver centric, so they're all right with that. I feel like, so they still got the Spell Pierce mana up. They're certainly becoming the control deck. Ooh, Sacred Cat as well. Yeah, Cartouche and Clue are probably best bets. What is Spell Pierce only non-creature spell? I'm thinking about running out the Sacred Cat instead of drawing. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, so let's play land, play Cartouche. Go to combat, we'll swing, and then we'll play Sacred Cat. I'm trying to remember if this deck plays, like, Vapor Snags and stuff. I know it had some, like, good one-ofs in the main. They also only have one Pierce, yeah. Play Sacred Cat and pass. We got 4 power on board. They're gonna mental note themselves, so I feel like we've got a Gurmag Angler on the way. Let's find out. Plow through Raito, pretty like bad against Gurmag Angler. If we draw a land, we can trade one of our creatures with it. Opponent's just gonna pass. Okay, they know our only card in hand is Plow, so we might want to expect a bounce spell on our upkeep here. Oh no, are they not drawing black sources? Oh, that's a bummer. Pretty bad. Just altogether bad. I maybe shouldn't have played that, just in case we drew... No, Journey is a nice draw. This is pretty statistically unlikely. Ironic. If you ever... This is quite ironic. If you end up watching this, we might have a chance. Maybe we'll take down the scariest deck in the format today. Especially for our deck. And we should certainly expect a swamp. How do you make the, like... I started using emojis. I'm stressing out, guys. Journey is pretty much the best spell. Ooh, and I'm okay having a Javelineers here as well. So we're not going to Plow. Plow doesn't win us the game yet. But it might next turn. And it's pretty okay, like, playing playing an into counter magic and removal, because you don't have to pick up the lands until after you've committed your attackers. So who knows? Maybe we'll get into a counterspell fight over a Plow through Raito. But we're pretty close. We'll have 1, 2, 3, and we can pump it +4/+4. So if we draw a land, we can just go for the kill. They'll just wait until we pump it, I guess, and respond with Snuff Out. So we should probably feel nervous about any number of Snuff Outs. It's just a Gurm Daddy. Oh, guys, we might have a chance. Okay, Journey or Gurm Angler with Spell Pierce, but not Daze backup. Also not, they don't have hard counter up, but... Oh, come on. They're gonna Spell Pierce, okay. We'll pay. They might have Daze as well here. That is so savage. Yeah, we'll pay for it. They could have Daze as well. Yeah. And we gotta take him out from 8? Come on. Alright, that was pretty good for them. Okay, so if we attack with everything, where are they gonna block? I don't think we can even afford attacking here. We're also not gonna play this cycling land. I guess an attack... Oh yeah. No. If we could have gotten rid of this, that might have somehow preserved our fighting chance. So if we attack here, what kind of blocks does that force? If we attack with these creatures, they'll probably block here. Take 3 functionally, which means the Snuff Out puts them to 1, which we can kill them with Javelineers. I actually think I'm going to attack here, because if they can't fight or Plow next turn, then we might have a chance. Yep, Bozo, that's that's how strong this deck is. It is 100% the Boogeyman. I'm gonna block the warrior, take 3, down to 5. So Snuff Out will no longer be online. Okay, so they're gonna leave Snuff Out on. Take 1, down to 3. They're at a virtual 2 here. And we have our Plow Through Raito for next turn. So I think I'm going to play Secluded Step so that they can't Spell Pierce plus Daze again next turn. Although they could just like Ghastly Demise one of our creatures. It is pretty sweet. That's not a Plains. I run so few of them. Like, I think this is the only one. They're going to Thought Scour themselves, and they're probably going to play another huge fish. That's what I'm predicting. So I guess we could, like, plow, kill a fish next turn if we get lucky. Need land tax. It is really sweet that someone brewed up a new tier 1 deck. I agree. So we'll take 5 here. We'll see what our opponent's going to play. Delve creature. Oh, do they have 1 Dispel in the main as well? We could be in trouble. All right. It's our turn. I think I am going to Javelineers them just to increase our chance. Like if we draw an aura or something like that, we might have a lethal creature even through. Okay, we're going to go for it here, guys. I'm ready to plow. They know it's coming, so I don't... They must have, like, Dispel or something like that, and we're probably just dead. Otherwise, like, why would they have attacked? Alright, so we're going to Plow Through Raito, the Sacred Cat. And I imagine a Dispel is going to eat this. They're going to snag the cat. Okay. Sure. Yep. So plow. We're still going to pick up a Plains. Oh, it gets fizzled. Bummer. All right, we lose a creature. And we're going to play cat, play Deathblade Elite. And that should put them off attackers. But we're at a pretty precariously low life total. It is a benefit that they can't snuff out. It is weird, though. To my benefit, anyway. I wouldn't mind returning a Plains just to have more mana to fight through whatever it was they were going to play, but... No, I said I was going to. I wanted to be able to, like, if we were going to try to force the plow through, I wanted to be able to play around whatever they had coming. This is kind of a weird attack, but I'm going to take 10, I guess. Maybe they have more Vapor Snags? 4 cards in hand. Or they could just have a bunch more blockers, I guess. Ugh, just another Angler? Come on. We have pump spells and stuff. Come on. Frig. Oh, I hope this does it. Come on, Journey the Angler. GG. We got him. Okay, so we're gonna bring in Obsidian Acolyte. We got him. What's up, Mr. H Blue? Oh, heck. Okay. So, deck's got game. Only insofar as Freed from the Real had game. Celestial Flare is probably not that bad against this deck, but only because we get to fight with them on their turn. But I don't know. They're going to tap out anyway. I think Journey is just significantly better. Oh man, here comes Lynx. I think it is. But it's the original deck builder, one of the original deck builders, so I think it's probably just another iteration on it. I'm okay having Javelineers and even my Deathblade Elites here. I might go down 1 Elite. Definitely 1 Hyena Umbra. Probably don't need this lifelink necessarily. So this would be the matchup. If there was gonna be one matchup to have a tutor target that was a pacifism, this would be the one. All right, let's try it like this. Do you guys see anything in the board that would help? I guess like Strands on black looked pretty good those last couple games. Do we have any black creatures? We could draw into Obsidian Acolyte, I guess. I guess Relic is good, but they're faster than us. We're trying to be faster than them, and they're a real fast deck. So I don't know that Relic is the play. Like we could bring in like Relic, Flare, That's the thing, right? They have like 8 threats. No, they have more than that. They have like 12 threats. So we don't have 12 answers to their 12 threats. So I think we do have to get down and dirty with them, if you know what I mean. Hopefully find our Obsidian Acolyte, give some of our stuff unblockable. Okay. Let's do it. Oh man, sick. No Mull to 5. No Mull to 5. That's wonderful. So I'm gonna keep. We got a couple of turn 1 and 2 plays, so that's pretty great. We'll go land and probably, I guess it doesn't really matter. We'll play Deathblade Elite just in case they do go turn 1 Delver. They let it go, so I'm feeling that they don't have a Daze, but I don't know that they would have Daze that anyway. Probably saving Daze for next turn for the action. All right, what do they got? Ponder. Cool. So if they hit Swamp here, they can remove this in response to our Cartouche of Solidarity, so we should really play it safe. Yeah. So we don't really want to give them the opportunity to do that. So turn comes back to us. Journey. All right, so let's play land, go to combat, attack for 1. I think they might have taken Daze out. They're on the draw. I think we're still going to play around it. Let's play Thraben Inspector. Next turn, we'll go for Skyfisher. Yeah, we won. Oh, they're on the play. Right. Right, so Daze is actually pretty good. Sure is a funny looking swamp. Oh, they're going up to double blue. So I wonder if they've conformed to the counterspell variant that Double X Nasty has been on recently. It is bizarre to me that they wouldn't have found black mana with that. If they miss their land drop here, I think I'm going to try to force them into Spell Pierce plus Daze to hit Cartouche, even though that's not really a huge issue for them. There's Delver. Okay. You got it. Okay. Let's play land. We'll go to combat. We're going to attack with both. We're going to provoke the Delver. I imagine that's going to force some action, and then that might allow us... Or we'll just trade with Delver. I guess that's fine. Part of me feels like they don't have Daze. Yeah, we'll trade with Delver. It's a little bit too much of a threat. Yep. Our turn comes back. Okay, so... Let's play Skyfisher. Yeah, so we'll still play around Daze here. Let's play Skyfisher. Pick up a land. You don't think they have Daze? So yeah, so that's what I'm thinking. Maybe... I'm thinking about maybe trying to Cartouche up Skyfisher here. All right, so they're representing that they have... Hey, what's up, Joel? They're going to snuff out right away. Okay, well, I'm happier to see that there. Sure. Grab a land. And I don't know if we want to play Cartouche into Daze. They might have another snuff out. I'm going to try it. This is tough. We can play 2 Cartouches on... No, I'm going to wait. No, it doesn't. What's up, Fluff? We did win 1 game against Blue-Black Delver so far. So hopefully the wins continue. How were your wins last night? I know you were up against an Enduring Ideal when I dropped in early in the evening last night. So I know that could have been an issue. All right, so we're probably expecting Ghastly Demise here, right? Just Angler? Okay. Scavenger, sure. So now we're expecting Snuff Out. Right, you were playing Enduring Ideal. I think we're okay here. I don't think we're in super bad shape. So we're going to play a Plains and try to Cartouche up Core Skyfisher. Go to combat. We'll attack for 3. No fear. We are going to continue attacking. And I think in the interest of playing around Daze next turn, we'll wait and try to journey this. And so if we're going to do that, I feel like they would have snuffed out just then. So I'm going to cartouche up this warrior token. Oh, it dies to Vapor Snag, though. Yeah, I'm going to cartouche up the warrior token. It does make our next turn better, and we can cycle the secluded step with the extra mana. Journey to nowhere. Hopefully we can journey something that matters. Ghastly Demise. I'm not super happy about seeing that on the top of my opponent's library. That's going to be an issue. They can't kill this this Core Skyfisher with it unless they cantripped first. So now they can. But I guess it's going to tie up their mana a bit this turn, which I'm happy to have happen. It looks like they're just going to play another huge Delve threat. By the look. So they might I don't know if they're going to Ghastly Demise or they're going to play an Angler. It's tough to say. Yep, so they're going to Demise. You got it. Down goes Skyfisher. Absolutely, Fluff. Send it on over. If I can't check it out right now, then I will as soon as I am able. So at 14, we're going to cycle Secluded Step. How much help? I can only help so much, Fluff. Couple of plows, not doing anything. These are really only good in like the last couple turns. Yeah. No, that's a great idea. Make sure to at me so that I know it's there. So I'm gonna play a land. We'll go to combat and swing because that's not gonna change. And I think we have to try to journey the Scavenger this turn through whatever interaction our opponent's holding on to. And that might give us just enough time to win this game. I'll tell you if it's possibly Pauper Playable. So Journey's going to come down. We're going to get the Scavenger. That's pretty good. We get another draw off the Clue. And we're lined up to almost win with the Plow next turn. But they could have like Vapor Snag, stuff like that. So that's trouble. But opponent's going to Preordain. Probably looking for another one of those big old beaters to get in the way. They're going to Disfigure. I'm okay with like a mini Plow here. Let's mini Plow. Of course they can counter this. They're going to Brainstorm, looking for Daze probably. And they're going to let us return a Plains? Ah, there's Daze. Okay, sure. Yep. So we lose our attacker, which is a bummer. And we don't get to draw a card. It's going to be close. They only have 2 cards in hand. We have a Plow. And what do we draw? Squad Hawk. All right. So, but they get to return a basic instead. Bummer. All right, so we're going to refill our hand with Squadron Hawks, which is pretty nice. Just go ahead and throw it in deck lists, probably fine. So I'm going to play 2 Squadron Hawks here. And hope my opponent doesn't have it. They might have another Daze, I guess. They could have kept another Daze. They didn't shuffle, notably. So I guess playing another Squadron Hawk into Daze here is about as good as drawing a card. And just committing as much power to the board as we can is probably good. All right, we'll pass. What do you got, blue-black 1-drops? Maybe looking for another Scavenger here? They're going to Gush. Okay. 1 blue floating. Oh, I attacked. It has Vigilance. What are they digging for? I guess they are at 7 and their removal costs 4 mana. So we got that going for us. They're going to Nausea. Oh my god. Sure. Brutal. Oh, savagery. Okay. Gush into Nausea is definitely not what we wanted to see. So let's hope they don't have... Hope they don't have another one here. Whoa, Fluff. Thank you very much. Oh, no, man. That's... Dude, thank you. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate that a lot. Let's hope they don't have another Daze. Come on. Come on! Brainstorms for days. Squad Hawk comes down. All right. Unfortunately, we don't... Oh my god! What? Opponent, come off it. Come off it. Oh, they did have it. They had the brainstorms for days. This can block this. It's kind of nice. Yep. In comes Delver. We're going to take 3. It is a really good deck. It just is. It's wicked. So land, probably a couple lands and a couple unknowns in our opponent's hand. I think we're going to see one of those unknowns right now. Sultai Scavenger, which is not what we want to see. Because we want to be able to block. Or we want to be able to attack. Hopefully for a win. Draw planes. Let's draw. Let's see what we draw. Another planes. Okay. Oh, we're so close to winning. Oh, God. Did I miss 1 damage at any point? Is there any point where I missed 1 damage? Thank you, Fluff. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You have minor problems with being the second. Oh, man. Starting the battle. There's no justification for attacking here. The blue-black 1-drops rally. They probably got us. They have a removal spell. They win. They're going to preordain, try to find it, make it... What's that word everybody uses? Whoa, what's going on? Getting nickels thrown. Matador is one of the most professional bit miners in the biz. Chant a creature deals damage. You gain... Oh, it has lifelink now? We're probably going to lose. We're probably going to lose big time. So let's go to blocks. Block like this. And we got to plow X3. So we'll plow Hawk. X3. No. Oh, all the planes in the world. All right. I think they probably got us here. I don't really know what could dig us out of it. We'll find out, I guess. Thraben Inspector into Skyfisher? They only have 1 card in hand. Pilgrim. Oh my god, what can Pilgrim do? Pretty much nothing, right? Ah! What can I search for? Nothing. Oh my god. 1 card in hand. Probably could have got him this turn somehow. Okay. Yeah, I think we're dead. Fairly certain we're dead. Let's play Heliod's Pilgrim and take a look anyway. Maybe there's a way. Yep. We will search, but I don't think there's anything in here that gets us out of this. All right, so we're going to concede before we go show them what we're getting. Because we're not going to get anything, so we'll concede. We are dead. Mega dead. Okay. So we can assume that the Dazes are going to come out. Blueback Delver is a really good deck. It really, really is. I'm happy to have gone toe-to-toe with it down to 1 card in hand. I think we do need more removal magic. I think we actually are the removal deck. Which is kind of funny to say. But Deathblade Elite does a better job than Celestial Flare. So we'll keep Deathblade Elite in. Because, like, worst case scenario, it does 4 damage to them. Don't know if Gut Shots do anything. They destroy, so these don't help. All right, let's try like that, guys. We're on the play. Let's curve out. Squadron Hawk with an Imperial Armor on to win. We have Obsidian Acolyte. That's actually not that bad. We have some 1-drops. Not the best 1-drops, but they're 1-drops, dang it. This one can trade with the Delver. I think I'm going to keep this. We have Imperial Armor. We have Plow Through Rito. We just have to find enough mana to cast them. So let's hope we find enough lands. I'm okay keeping the Obsidian Acolyte is a really strong card, especially against this deck. So we'll have to play very, very smart to make sure that that doesn't eat anything. I'll play Deathblade Elite here. If anything, to slow them down on turn 1 Delver. And 1 land versus Daze, not ideal, but it is what it is. Oh, no lands. That's not good. Okay, attack with Deathblade Elite. At least our Sacred Cat becomes unblockable when we do draw. Or it becomes uncounterable. We got that going for us. So we're going to play Sacred Cat. They might not have kept Daze in either. That's totally possible. Here comes Island. Swamp, okay. Island in hand, I presume. Sure thing. Here comes Delver. Mental Notes themselves. They're going for the Turbo Angler. You got it. Gonna leave up removal. I really am anxious about running this Obsidian Acolyte into Daze. I guess it doesn't really matter. So we'll try to Cartouche up Deathblade Elite. The more Dazes out of our opponent's hand, the better. That's not great. Disfigure's a pretty good card. Go to combat. Attack with Sacred Cat. Get in for 1. Go up to 21. Blue-Black Delver's a good deck. Don't get it twisted. This card would be phenomenal. I guess I do have Vapor Snags and stuff. There's a turn 3 Gurmag Angler. Gonna be hard to beat that pretty much regardless, but we're gonna try. Pass turn. Yep, what's this now? Gush? Sploosh. It's a beating, man. It's really good. Obviously, like, it has weaknesses. Like, they can't target black creatures. I think you can go under them. Like, you can try to take advantage of the fact that they have very little mana. Tier 11 combo. My opponent takes a look under the covers and says it's cute. This is the worst date I've been on in a long time. Yeah, oh yeah. It is. It is pretty consistently massive creatures on turn. And like we can race sometimes. I don't know that this combo can race it, but like I don't know if this hand can race it, but we can race sometimes. So I guess we'll try. All right, so our upkeep, I think we're gonna maybe eat a bounce spell. We just see these Imperial Armors keep getting better with all the lands we're missing. I'm running 20 lands. Like, is it really that much of a? Is it really that much to ask to just like draw 2 lands consistently? Like, it's weak to Boros Monarch. Yeah, I think like enough interaction. Boros Monarch, they're on like 12 removal spells that can sufficiently deal with what this deck's doing. So I could see that. I could see if it was if it had trouble against Monarch. But we have trouble against 2 Gurmag Anglers, so oh, true though, yeah. Land? Okay. Yep, proceed to approximate scoop phase. Yeah, sometimes, like the morbid decks and stuff like that, it's like you take a little bit too long. You gotta go under them, right? I don't really hate playing against any decks in Pauper. You know what you gotta do is you just gotta play worse decks. You just gotta care less. And have a little fun. That's what Magic's for, man. That's what this is. I'm all about. I'm all about having a good time, you know. Let's get our protection from black creature down. I think I can appreciate Delver decks for what they are. Like, it really is like unequivocally the most powerful stuff in the format. Pepperidge Farm remembers. Oh my god, we found an answer to one of these anglers. For someday. Alright, pass the turn. Pitch an Imperial Armor. We'll push Plow. Pitch Plow first. Ghastly Demise. Okay. And Snuff Out. Is that it? Getting snuffed? Just draw Path. Oh, imagine. Imagine if White had better answers than Journey to Nowhere. That's the real nail in the coffin for Journey to Nowhere. It doesn't even get rid of the Dinrova horror forever. Snuff Out, and that's it. Alright. Ironic Gentleman. If you're going to lose to a deck, it might as well be against the Brewer. I mean, if we draw a land, it's okay, but I'm just done with these one-landers. Alright, you know what? We got the combo. I'm keeping. Skyfisher replaces itself. It's also a decent Imperial Armor target. I think I'm going to bottom Skyfisher. We're going to try to go all the way and find the Plow. We got a redraw in hand. Nah, Skyfisher's not that bad. Of course, Skyfisher's a really good card. There's the lands. Alright. Opponent, Cycling Street Wraith. This is going to be the one, gang. Alright, we'll say play a land, say go. Don't leave up instant speed removal, opponent. That is all I ask. Burning Tree. You what, mate? Well, I guess they're not done doing whatever they're going to do, so we'll let them do that. And more than one planes in our deck? Yeah, it really would, huh? Oh, there they are. Street Wraith Mountain Man. Whoa! Oh, yeah, here comes Rock and Roll. Hawk's coming. Hawk off the top. Okay, we should be able to race this. If our opponent's not playing very much interaction, all we have to do is get an Imperial Armor on the Squadron Hawk. It's not that big of an ask. Although our opponent is attacking for 1 million every turn. What do we draw? More planes. Well, that's good. That's a combo with Plow. Alright, so we're going to run out Squadron Hawk. Oh, really? It's just, oh man, yeah, I think this is like the mono red with air deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so we want 2 Hawks. And we'll pass. Attacking with an enormous Squadron Hawk next turn. Well, maybe they won't leave up instant speed interaction. Do they have a lot of interaction? Or do we have to commit this Deathblade Elite and start getting the beaters off the battlefield? Is that what we should be worried about? Maybe that's what we should be worried about. I'm assuming they have, like, burn spells and stuff. Lava Runner, sure. No haste on that guy. Alright, so I got a pretty strong read on some removal here, so I'm just going to play a wall and maybe hope to Imperial Armor next turn. So we will play Thraben Inspector. Opponent, thinking. Play Skyfisher, return Thraben Inspector. Or maybe we don't. Maybe we should return Plains. Let's return Inspector. I think that's a little bit too much of a tempo loss, and we'll attack with Squadron Hawk. We can block this and this with Core Skyfisher, and if we can't, then it might dry out some of our opponent's removal, at which point we should be able to survive. Oh, there's a link to it. All right, what are you gonna do, opponent? More mountains, you got it. Foundry Street Denizen, not too scary. 2 cards in hand. I'm gonna have to put them on not having a removal spell here. So we are going to Imperial Armor up Core Skyfisher and hope they don't have a Lightning Bolt. Oh, baby. That's what I'm talking about. They just scoop. Oh man, this deck's sweet. Oh yeah, that was wicked. Okay. Prismatic Strands come in. I don't know if we want Standard Bearers. Probably not. We probably want Lifelink. Well, we saw all of our opponent's removal. I think Chimano's Blessing is still going to be important here. Journeys probably aren't efficient enough. We're probably more looking to block their creatures than anything. I don't know if Javelineer is going to do that much work here. We probably don't need Plow to win, so I'll take out one Plow. And I'll probably take out an Imperial Armor because it's just too slow. Hopefully we eventually draw into it. But then again, I don't really have... I mean, if we put this on a flyer, we just win. So I'm going to keep it. I mean... I think they would have killed Hawk, or I think they would have killed it and attacked regardless. We got Deathblade Elite, first strike. Got there. Keep. Opponent can't beat this. First strike, lifelinking Deathblade Elite. Can't lose. Might lose to Lightning Bolt. But, you know. Cycle Street Wraith. You got it. Mountain. Says go. I'd really like this to not die. Gataxian Probe. Down to 16. Step 3, question mark, question mark, question mark. Step 4, have our opponent die immediately. So we'll play out Deathblade Elite. Hopefully our opponent taps out. Get a cartouche on it. Go nuts. Oh no! Oh no, I didn't change the deck list on Nightbot. Just a sec. Ah! I got you. I got you, fam. Opponent gonna Manamorphose. We're just gonna F6 here. Attacking. You got it. So we can't do anything against this Keldon Marauders this turn, but that's not a big deal. So Lava Runner's gonna get in. Alright. And Nightbot is fixed. There you go. Deck list should be available now. What's up, Nasty? Oh yeah, we getting nasty, man. We getting big time nasty. I don't really know what I want to do here, though. Getting Skyfisher out of bolt range is pretty big game. So I might want to try to do that all at once next turn. Giving this first strike is okay, but it'll just trade with this Keldon Marauders. Maybe we just get Keldon Marauders off the battlefield with Journey. And then... that feels really bad, though. I might just pick up a land with Skyfisher here. I think that's what I'm going to do. So we'll play a land. Skyfisher, pick up a land. Oh yeah, it's janky, my boy. It's janky. Or my girl. My boy or girl. My beautiful something or other. And we'll just pass here. Keldon Marauders will eventually go away, and we can just block this Lava Runner with Skyfisher. Although our opponent is probably pretty wary of the old... It's actually identified as an attack helicopter. Yeah, you know what? That kind of like gets pretty down to my preference as well, if I gotta be honest. BTE, you got it. 2 cards in our opponent's hand. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, get that spice going. So the problem with it, like, the cool thing about Treasure Hunt, you know, that modern Treasure Hunt deck that Saffron Olive was playing, is, like, you can't... Ooh, Bushwhacker. Spicy. Okay. So I guess we're going to take $1 million here. Or we could just block with Skyfisher. I'll block with Skyfisher. How much is our opponent getting in for here? So they have 1 card in hand. We basically just want something left over. They're not even going to attack with Bushwhacker. So if we block and trade with this, we journey this, this goes away. All they have left is Bushwhacker. And we have Elite to block it. Getting a lifelink on this is just crazy, though. 1, 2, 3. This is a completely non-trivial decision. Just take it. 1, 2, 3, 7. Take 10 down to 7? They only have 1 card in hand. We're going to give our thing lifelink. This is going away. We can journey this. So they'll have a 2/2, a 1/1, and a 2/2. So they can only attack even for 5 next turn. Yeah, you know what? I'm risking it, Brock and Roll. Let's go. It's biscuit time. Granted, another Goblin Bushwhacker is an absolutely horrifying suggestion. Oh yeah, it's biscuit time, gang. All right. So I think I'm just not going to journey this turn. I think I'm going to play a land. I kind of still want to give this first strike, because first strike, we can take out a 2/2. We can put lifelink on this, gain 2, and then we have another blocker back. That seems pretty good. So we'll card 2-shot Deathblade Elite. I'm attacking with both at 7, gang. No fear. No fear at all. Lifelink up, Skyfisher. Go to combat, swing with both. We will untap Burning Tree, Emissary. I don't know, maybe our opponent hates out their own graveyard somehow. Eggs, meat, but that was Shades that got me saying that. It was when we were killing opponents with Arcane Flight and Thraben Inspector. Friggin' enormous Thraben Inspectors. So BTE has to block, and it will. We gain 2, BTE dies, Marauders is going to go away. We go up to 9. We have a blocker, we'll pass. Let's go down to 8, and our opponent only has 1 card in hand. We should get away with this pretty quick here. Hopefully. Yep. But I guess like bolt game. That's weird. My phone vibrated in the same cadence that I said bolt. Inner Flame Acolyte. Okay. It's going to give itself +2/+2. Do they have Fire Blast or anything? All right, well, we're just going to block this. And then go to blocks. Block like this. Yeah, so Fire Blast doesn't kill us here either. Yep. Go to 5. Oh, so this could just be like mono spice. I think this is fire breathing as well. No, it's just Evoke. So it's just a 2/2. It's still probably our best journey target. And if all we're doing is journeying this turn, I'm going to cycle this away. Thanks, deck. We played 4 spells, and they're going to have to get us there. So we'll go ahead and play. We'll journey up the Inner Flame Acolyte. We just have to make sure we don't go to 4 in whatever way we play here. And we'll kill Lava Runner, gain 2. But Deathblade Elite is just, it's nuts if it goes unanswered. Especially against strategies like this, like creature strategies in general. Opponent blocks, and we'll just pass. Oh yeah, Provoke, pretty sweet mechanic. Opponent's got 2 cards in hand though, we'll see. Maybe they can kill us. They can't. Sweet. God frig, deck. With the 1-landers. 1-land Thraben Inspector isn't awful though. It's better to have 1-land Thraben Inspector eventually find one, but I'm gonna go down to 6. 1-land, a bunch of 1-drops is considerably better. We'll keep it like this. Yeah, do you know what people have brought up? Is that Piston Fist Cyclops looks super cool in a mono blue deck. Like imagine Piston Fist in a mono blue deck, right? Ooh, nice. Yeah, like something like that. We're going to keep this. Hopefully find a way to give our Deathblade Elite first strike on top. That's nothing we want or can cast in the next 100 years. I'm going to play a Javelineers here. For one, it doesn't expose Deathblade Elite to removal, and it's just as good as Deathblade Elite on turn 1 against a deck with 1-drops. So we'll pass. See what our opponent's got. They're probably confident they are up against the Weenie now. That's still pretty good. Oh my goodness, are we playing Burn again? Burn, what are you doing? Come off it, Burn. Pretty happy to have my Sacred Cats, though. That's pretty lucky. Pretty unlucky that I had to bottom Heliod's Pilgrim because it goes and gets lifelink, but I'm not actually playing 3 copies of lifelink, so. All right, go to combat, attack with Javelineers, see if we can pull out some of our opponent's removal. or pull one of their burn spells with removal. I guess they're Dominaria season, so maybe they're a little rusty. Pretty quick night tonight, guys. We're only match 4 here now with, 1 and 2. But we're only like an hour and a half in, not even. It's a pretty quick one tonight. I can appreciate that. Really long 05s, like last night's, are kind of soul-crushing. All right, Sacred Cat. And Sacred Cat. And nice burn deck opponent. This might not even be burn. This could be like, is it Blitz? But I think 2 Sacred Cats are still okay against Is it Blitz. Granted, they could do like 1,000 damage in 1 turn. Still. It's kind of nice that Imperial Armor isn't completely dead in this hand either, because we can just Squadron Hawk. And we're off to the races. Opponent continues their spree of being the slowest burn player in the universe. They must have, I don't know, they must have Firebrand Archer? All right, opponent. You can't be this slow if you're a burn player. Like, why would you play burn if you just play this slow? Like, really? I gotta stop saying that about my opponents. Like, what could possibly be going on in their lives? Like, what? There's a number of reasons why you might play slowly. They could be responding to an emergency. Didn't think of that. So this is where Imperial Armor is a pretty atrocious top deck, because we're just going to run out our hand now and try to aggro our opponent into the dirt. But we could always draw a sweep spell to kind of get us back, which is kind of nice. Let the 1-drawer 1/1s do glorious things. Go get some Squad Hawks. Boop, boop, boop. Boop. You watch. Opponent's going to go with that. What's that? The card everybody plays in Hollow 1? Draw 3, discard 3. We discard all our Hawks. I know, Matt. I know. I'm being too hard on them. They could have lost them. And then it happens, Burning Inquiry. That's the one. And Lava Runner. You got it. Ooh. Pop a lifelink on a Squadron Hawk. Go to combat, and so that we can attack with our Sacred Cats, we're going to attack with everything. We're going to provoke Lava Runner. But then we're going to fog combat damage. Yep. Do this. Opponent takes 2, we gain 3. And at this rate, if our opponent doesn't do anything, we'll win. But chances are they're going to do something. Squaw! Now that's a bird. Curse, yep. We got a curse too. Lava Runner, those aren't very good Lava Runners. Man, Core Skyfisher would be a beauty here. So no attacks from our opponents. That is going to hold back our Sacred Cats, unfortunately. But Squadron Hawk remains alive. Come on, Imperial Armor. Come on. Well, okay. I'm all right cartouching it up here. I know it dies to... Or wait, no. Just cartouche the Deathblade Elite. What am I talking about? All right. Cartouche up. Deathblade Elite. Yeah, and start killing these blockers for our cats. Make a token. Go to combat. And attack with Hawk and just Deathblade Elite this turn. Deathblade Elite, a Lava Runner. We'll leave our other 2 cats on a warrior back to block their potential Lava Runner. We'd love to use its ability. It would only be damage on this, though. Yep. That is some sweet tech, though. Opponent's going to ping us, sure. And now what'll happen? Just some time efficiency. Fire Blasts, Deathblade Elite. Sure. You got it. So they do have some 2/2s. That's kind of an issue. We'll play a Squadron Hawk and pass the turn. I will double block both of their 2/2s. And I guess if they remove this, we could be in trouble, but let's see what happens. 1 land for our opponent. Some lava runners on board. This is a little bit of a complicated board state. Our turn. Curse goes up. What do we draw? Cartouche. So let's try to cartouche up this Squadron Hawk this time, just to get us a little bit more life gain. If they want to remove it, they'll have to do it now. Yep. And removal spell. Sure. 1 card in my opponent's hand. Board state doesn't look that bad. Doesn't look great, but it doesn't look that bad. Go to combat, attack with Squadron Hawk. These lava runners just aren't doing anything. And hopefully just a stream of hawks will lock it up for us. Get the hawk lock going. Opponent having to think about the Squadron Hawk. Yep. All right, what do you got? No attacks. Passing the turn. On 1 land. We draw a land. Don't need it. Gonna hold it. Attacks like this. Play Squadron Hawk and pass. Will be our play. See, we're resolving lightning bolts every turn. We're pretty much a burn deck. I guess that's true, though. I think the risk was probably not worth it. You're probably right. I was risking losing Hawk over getting an extra point of life gain every turn, because I think if we could have done that, even for just 1 turn and then traded with a burn spell, it probably would have been worth it, but maybe it wasn't. 3 cards in our opponent's hand. Doesn't appear to be anything they can cast. Though they are going to start going kind of nuts when they draw their... Plow through Raito. So we can attack for 3. We can attack for 7, which isn't lethal. So we're just going to attack, but we're going to win next turn. Which is kind of nice. Attack, attack, attack. Four mana tithe? Imagine. Pass the turn. And we got him next turn. Or we should anyway. I don't understand how they could kill us from 13 here, but maybe they can. Man, we're playing the best land destruction deck I think I've ever played. Yeah, Bozo, and I don't play this deck to play good cards. That's what Monday nights are for, and you weren't even here for that. This is so we can see what Plow Through Raito does. Searing Blaze, yep. I don't know if we want to keep this alive, where Plow wins us the game. What's up, Dizzastorm? Oh man, thank you, dude. I really appreciate that. It means a lot. Alright, I wonder if we can get him here. Well, go to combat. We can give a creature +4/+4. I'm going to block. So we can still only deal 7 here. Block. They're going to go to 6. I think I am going to plow this cat. Yeah, Imperial Armor does look a lot better. Yeah, I think I will plow through Raito the cat. I'll pick up 3. It's plow time. Opponent, give him Plow Through Raito a read. So we're going to return 3. Get a big cat. Gain 4, deal a bunch of damage to our opponent. Gain 5, deal a bunch of damage to our opponent. Oh yeah, that's true. I guess it stands to deal a lot more damage to us. Maybe our opponent will Fire Blast again. They won't. We'll go to 13. Our opponent will go to 6. We'll play a land, and Core Skyfisher probably returning land. Yep. We're at 13. You probably wouldn't. I think that, yeah, that was kind of that was a win in my books. Getting that plow through there. All right, opponent gonna pass. What do we draw? Anything but Imperial Armor. Or, you know, land's not great either, deck. Thanks, bud. All right, so we attack with our flyers and hope our opponent can't kill us next turn, I think is our MO here. So we'll play a land, go to combat. Attack with our flyers. Or maybe we just want to gain the 2. Because we can win with the flyers next turn anyway. We're at a virtual 9. If our opponent goes burn spell, we'll go to 1 and then we'll die to curses. So I think I am going to attack with the cats here. Because I can just embalm them anyway. Absolutely, Rorts. What would you put in there? Yep. Opponent gonna block. Gain 2, deal 5, put our opponent to 1. Unfortunately, not close enough. Cat will die, we'll gain some life. Yep. Our opponent hasn't really been representing 1 mana burn spells very much this game, so hopefully 11 life can help, but maybe it can't. We'll embalm Sacred Cat, hope our opponent can't kill us from 11, I guess. I don't like how close this is. Alchemist, that doesn't do it. Fire Blast also doesn't do it. Opponent passes. Okay. Well, gang, nothing to it but to do it, right? Go to combat and swing with everything. We should win. We're at 8. We're probably dead next turn. Why wouldn't I swing with everything here? There isn't really any reason. Yeah, they just scoop it up. I was running Ethereal Armor at first, and it was cool. I did enjoy playing it, but it wasn't like, I don't know, it just wasn't what we were trying to do, you know what I mean? What's up, Daiku? Ancient Troops. Oh, yeah. Is that the two black green? Gets +X/+X, or gets +1/+1 counter for each creature in your graveyard? Is that one, or is the 1 green black one? Like the Wild Mongrel type card. All right, guys, we're 50-50 on games right now. I just gotta tell you. Yeah, that card's really cool. Somebody on Reddit pointed out, man, was that English? Someone on Reddit pointed out that it's really good with the Eidolon creatures. I don't actually think we need Hyena Umber here. We'll have to cartouche up our guys some other way. I don't know that Shamano's Blessing is even that important, so we'll take out 1 blessing. Maybe 1 armor. Try to beat him fairsies squaresies. And I don't know what else we want to take out. Maybe 1 elite. Maybe plow. We might not even draw Imperial Armor. Plow could just win us the game out of nowhere, though. It does help us be kind of exceptionally fast. Oh, did they? Oh, yeah, that was, oh, what's her name? Man, I totally know her name. The girl that cosplays, the young girl that cosplays as Nissa and goes to all the GPs and stuff. That was her spoiler. Oh my goodness, I've been following her on Twitter for like a year. I can't believe I can't remember her name. Yeah, she's wicked, man. Pretty cool. She's probably better at Magic than I am. TBH. Dana Fisher, that's the one. I think we're going to cut 1 journey here. Go down to 2 journeys. No, I don't like that. Journeying a Thermo Alchemist is probably pretty good. You know what? Let's go fast. Let's see if we can't go fast. Elvish Vanguard is a crazy good card, though. Oh my god, deck. Can we, like, why? Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this to ourselves? I only have 1 of these. Why? All right. Put Squadron Hawks on top. Right, Bozo? That's what I'm saying. Land Inspector, say go. Worth doesn't even work at Wizards anymore. Gonna remove our Thraben Inspector, gonna cycle a Forgotten Cave. Oh, I'd love to have me a Wirewood Symbiote, man. That would be pretty rad. Opponent's gonna curse straight away, so we will cartouche up Thraben Inspector straight away. I imagine they have an Electric or two. Deck, I don't get what your plan is tonight, so you can just stop being such a jerk. We'll attack with Thraben Inspector. I might actually play Squadron Hawk here, because I think our opponent wants to tap out to do stuff for the next couple of turns. We can get a cartouche on a Squadron Hawk. That's pretty good. And I wouldn't mind a blocker for their potential, what's his name? Lava Runner. So we'll get 1, 2, we'll have 3 mana next turn. So I think 3 Hawks is defensible. We're probably going to cash this cartouche in. And heck, maybe we'll draw Imperial Armor and our opponent will be tapped out. Put it on a Squadron Hawk. Another curse, you got it. It's not bad. Come on, Imperial Armor. Imperial Armor. Dang it. Alright, well, so we'll play a land. We will cartouche up the Hawk. And I think I'm going to run out Standard Bearer here. It might just eat a Searing Blaze, but I guess better now than never, I guess. So we'll play Standard Bearer, pass the turn. Or go to attack for 3. Oh, that would have been sweet. That would have been a sweet Imperial Armor draw. Just put him on a 2-turn clock. Alchemist, you got it. Enchantress? Pauper Enchantress? That could be cool. Yep. Curse is ticking down. Thraben Inspector. Alright, so let's go to combat and attack with everything. Opponent on 3 lands and they played the Forgotten Cave. That's weird. I've got feelings about how next turn's going to go for us. So we're going to play out Thraben Inspector to hedge against Electrickery, I guess, but it doesn't really. It's not really big game. Maybe we won't draw a card this turn. Maybe we'll just play another Hawk. Opponent's at 11. Good sweep wouldn't be too bad here. But 15 Alchemist and 2 curses on board. Opponent could have us. We could be dead. Is it the oh, they're just flooding out. So is it the like Methonical's 5-color enchantment control deck, or is it just like I was an interesting star right now. I think Punish Slow starts by being super explosive or just value out lots of irrelevant cards. Yeah. It's 5-color enchantment control. Rad. Alright, that wasn't a very good turn for our opponent. So what do we find? Imperial Armor. Can we please close this up? Come on. Deck, you're my buddy, you know? I love you, bud. Deck. Play land. Go to combat. Attack with our flyers. Probably our Thraben Inspectors, too. Yeah. Oh. Ugh. No way, Findelmeister. Did you see that cat that came out today? Is that the one? Is that the one that's going to push it over the top? What do you think? Opponent's going to ping us in first strike damage. They go to 7. We'll play a Hawk. And hope we're not dead. We're at 12. They have to deal a fair amount of damage to kill us here. We have a lot of top decks that could win us the game. Riftbolt's going to hit Standard Bearer. They are going to get that Thermal Alchemist value, though. Searing Blaze, Standard Bearer. Okay, sure. Are we dead? Yep. Down to 10. Down to 9. We'll go to 6. And does Fire Blast do it? Is that GG? FBGG? We take 2, so we're at a virtual 4 right now. At a virtual 3, so they just need 1 mana, 3 damage burn spell, and we die. But we can upkeep stop and look for strands. So we'll try to do that. saw very few of our sideboard cards this game. All right, Strands off the top, guys. Let's do it. Upkeep, draw card, Prismatic Strands. Come on. Worth. We would have had him. Okay, cool. Didn't find our Prismatic Strands on time. I think Imperial Armor is actually pretty good here. So I'm going to bring another... Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Tremona's Blessing probably doesn't matter as much as it does. So we'll take out Blessing. We did draw a lot of lands that game, as opposed to sideboard cards, which would have been ideal. All right, okay, we got the combo. Let's do it, guys. Keep. A curse usually isn't that much of an issue. They had 2 out that game. That's the only enchantment in their deck, right? So if we bring in Sanctifiers, it could just be dead. And I don't want just like a random 2/3. All right, opponent exiling Riftbolt. Let's just really hope this isn't Riftbolt Searing Blaze, I guess. Play Squadron Hawk, tutor up 2 Squadron Hawks. Did do a lot of damage that game. I think that was like most of our life total. Tutor up 2 Hawks. Oh yeah, we have 1 in hand. Bummer. All right, get 2 Hawks. Give our opponent some information. Pass the turn. Get an 8/9 Squadron Hawk next turn if our opponent can't do anything about it. Or an 8/8 Squadron Hawk. 7/7. Tap out. Come on, tap out. Do it. What's this going to be? Needle drops us. And Lava Runner. Okay. Okay. No way. Oh, is it a really bad matchup against Corrupt Control? Man, Cantrip Life is such a fun deck. But yeah, they do just drain you out. All right, we're going to put our opponent on a 3-turn clock here. Hopefully they don't have Fire Blast. And if they do, they Fire Blast or a Squadron Hawk and don't have any lands. So we're going to play a land. Ooh, and we can go get a lifelink for it next turn. Nice. Imperial Armor on Squadron Hawk. Go to combat, attack for 7. Here he comes. Here comes the big hawk. Don't kill us next turn, opponent, please. Please don't kill us next turn. Ah. What's this? Lava Spikes us down to 11. Yup. Lava Spikes us, or Chain Lightnings us. Down to 8. We're going to go to 6 here. That's a pretty low life total. I don't think Sweep even wins us the game here either, unfortunately. They're at 13. Plains. Okay, so play a land. Play Heliod's Pilgrim. We would like to tutor. Get lifelink. Lifelink up the bird. We're going to go back up to 12. They scoop it up. Nice. We're 2-2, gang. We're 2-2. Here we go, guys. Please be a deck that scoops 2 Deathblade Elite. We're on the play. That's good news. We got some Squadron Hawks. We got some life gain if we're running into some of the infinite burn, so we'll keep this. We'll run out Sacred Cat because it's strongest against potential removal. There's that Secluded Step again. By the way, you always draw Secluded Step. I'll be honest with you. Opponent playing Lightning Fast. I would presume it's Tron. We'll find out. Got him. All right, let's weenie him out, gang. So instead of playing, we're going to commit 2 power to the board here this turn. We've all seen how well Life Gain can play against Tron. I don't think this deck can race Tron. If this deck is going to race Tron, then it's going to have to be with the Imperial Armor combo, so I think we're going to have to draw that here real soon. We'll play Thraben Inspector. It could be Simic Land Destruction. Yeah, good thing this is at the end of the evening. We've gone 2-2 now. We can have our souls crushed adequately. Opponent, Prismatic, or Prophetic Prism, I presume. Demir Signet, even. Another land. Okay, so let's go to combat. We'll attack. Sneaking through Squadron Hawk here is a pretty big game, so I'm just going to play it out. It's not committing as much power to the board as I'd like to, but we can play both of our creatures. Never mind. Get our Hawks. How many times have you provoked a mnemonic wall in your life? And yeah, hope our opponent cannot assemble Tron on time. Although they probably just have it. Opponent, sufficiently Troning. Come on, let's go Imperial Armor off the top and just win that way. Deck, please, bud. Could you not? I'm going to draw a card. Our opponent just trigger on that counterspell finger right now. So play land, go to combat. I don't know if they're going to fog this turn. I doubt it. 2 mana, draw 3, boy! Way better than Muldrifter. We're just going to take it. No fogs this turn. Yep. And I think they've probably got a main deck Electrickery. I know these decks to have Electrickery. We're going to go with the Shades plan of getting a little courtesy shuffle here. Ooh, are they going to Condescend? Scry into that last Tron land. Condescend X1 on our Squad Hawk. Or Prohibit, maybe? I'd prefer Prohibit. If you could Prohibit your opponent, that would be... No, okay. You got it. All right, let's see if they can rally. I don't know if Sweep wins us the game against Fog here. Map will assemble Tron. Yep. So I'll have 3 mana, one of which is green, to cast a Moment's Peace next turn. So we might be out of contention here. Our only life loss is Ication Javelineers. I hope they evoke a Muldrifter and we just top deck Sweep. Because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 on board. But I think we're about to encounter a number of Moments Pieces. Deck, you're such a bro with the lands tonight, you know. Just friggin' trigger on the finger for our opponent. Okay, so we're not going to be doing anything but attacking this turn, so let's do that. Then we'll commit some more power to the board and hope we draw some action. I think they can even Teachings for Moment's Peace now, so... They only have 5 cards in hand, though. That's kind of my thing. I always, like, my Tron opponents always have it, so I just assume my Tron opponents always have it. You know what I mean? And it looks like our Tron opponent indeed has it. They could pulse back our Secluded Step. That'd be sweet. Yep. All right, they probably got us. It's going to take them a long time, but they probably got us. Yeah, so they, like, I don't know why. Like, when I play Tron, for some reason, I just never have the answers. But my Tron opponent's pretty great at having the answers. Just draw, you know, a little natural, or not natural Tron. I guess I had to work for Tron, but, yeah, I'm going to play Thraven Inspector and Hawk. We can provoke their 1 blocker if they have one. They have Flashback Moment's Peace anyway. I guess it doesn't really matter. And fast turn. Here they come. The Tron opponent. It's called Imperial Armor, Kirk. Oh, we gotta... Hold up. What's up, Proteus? We're 50-50 right now, but our Tron opponent has their Moment's Peace up and their Muldrifter down. You know, things aren't going super swimmingly. We've drawn a lot of planes. We had them on a 2-turn clock, though, dang it. But yeah, opponent had that Moment's Peace kind of in a clutch moment. And if we would have drawn the pump spell that turn, it probably would have been closer. It's probably not as close as I was giving it credit for. But yeah. We went 2-2. We beat Burn. We beat We got a game off of blue-black 1-drops, aka Please No Chalice. That's going to be a crowning achievement right there. Put that up on the mantle, I think, probably. So nope. I probably am just going to quit after this one, especially where we're playing against Tron. I think we're going to be long-hauling it here. So I think we will. Let's see if we can bait like counter magic out our opponent with a Heliod's Pilgrim. We can get anything with a Heliod's Pilgrim. I know exactly what I'm getting. Imperial Armor. Or even like Chomano's Blessing? I don't know. Chomano's Blessing probably is just better. Because we can Chomano's Blessing to fog the Ghostly Flicker. Wonderful. Yeah, actually, that doesn't seem like such a bad idea. I'm gonna get Blessing here. Call me crazy. Go to combat. And we'll attack with everything. If our opponent wants to take a bunch of damage to trade their Muldrifter, then so be it. Giving a little read to old Chomano's Blessing there. Not going to provoke. We are going to play another Deathblade Elite. What would they trade with that we care about? Like a flyer, I guess? They can block what they want. We'll provoke later. Yeah, no double league tonight, but I am looking forward to doing some kind of like marathon thing or something. I think that would be really fun. I'm just going to take it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Down to 3. Opponent going to 3 to kill a Squad Hawk. No. Oh, we're going to Ghostly Flicker. Draw some cards. You got it. Oh, if we would have had the Chomano's Blessing mana. Imagine. Doomblade the Cat. You got it. I don't know why they're not fogging here. Just really want to kill the Squadron Hawk. Unless I have another Moment's Peace in hand. At which point, get it over with. Opponent goes to 5. We Embalm Sacred Cat. Let's maintain cards in hand for about as long as we can. Pass the turn. That's right. The mono-white deck is going to try to fight through all of Tron's counter magic so that they can't resolve a Ghostly Flicker. That is precisely what I intend to do. I guess Relics wouldn't be that bad on this board state. We could have forced them to do it last turn. Would have been awesome if we would have had like a card or a game-winning card, but alas. We should go and bounce with that horror opponent. Or is this wall? Yeah, no, it's horror. You got it. You got it. Gonna bounce Sacred Cat. Yep. Just a removal spell. So we're gonna be down a card. A little unfortunate. I think I'm gonna hold on to Deathblade Elite. I think provoking stuff might be a way for us to squeak one out here. And yeah, no real good attacks, unfortunately. All right, what do we draw? I guess I run 2 Secluded Step. Oh man, opponent, you just want to cast spells so bad on my turn. Javelineers, what does that do? Nothing really. I guess we can deal 5 damage to them eventually. So we'll play Javelineers here. And it might bait counter magic against Deathblade Elite. We'd rather have this down so that we can provoke both of these bad boys. And actually, just Chomano's Blessing. No, we have to hit the wall with Chomano's Blessing or it doesn't matter. Right. Right. And so we'll attack with Deathblade Elite. Provoke Muldrifter. Oh, wait. No! Okay. I was supposed to attack with Squadron Hawk as well. So we left 1 point of damage on the battlefield there, gang. My bad. Yep. Snaps off that Dinrova Horror block. You got it. You also have to block Muldrifter. I wasn't supposed to attack that turn, but it's okay. Yep. We're going to save Deathblade Elite because it allows us attacks in the future. So maybe a misplay there. That was supposed to be a sneak through 1 damage with Squadron Hawk play. Maybe a reason to hold on to that other Hawk. Might have been a little bit of a ballsy attack. Pulsa Marasa. Teachings. Okay, what you gonna get? Ghostly Flicker? Mm-hmm. So here comes the Dinrova horror nonsense that we all know and love. Chamano's Blessing probably going to find a way to hit the bin. They bounce this warrior token. Yep. Opponent goes to combat. Swings and swings. We might as well make them flicker in response, I guess. Not super partial to these creatures. No, let's take the damage. Let's take the damage. I guess I am kind of partial to these creatures. Yep. And what's this going to be? They just pass. Ghostly Flicker mana up. Okay. Do we draw a way out? So if we provoke on attacks, they can flicker after the triggers and block anyway. So I think we're just going to pass. We'll sandbag this land to pitch 2 Dinrova horror nonsense. They also have Moment's Peace in the bin, so I don't want to make this the hill that I die on. If I swing out, they Ghostly Flicker them, eat 2 creatures, and then if I play Wall next turn, then I'm in a ton of trouble. Yeah, but so if we Chomano the horror now, and they find a mnemonic wall, then we can't stop the loop later. And they can just, like, you know, block Squadron Hawk, and then that line gets a lot worse. Yep, so we're going to pitch land. Oh, I really wish I could find some Skyfishers. Yeah, so I want to try to... If I can sneak it through on the wall, then we might have a chance. I should have another Flicker in hand. 6 mana on our end step, flashing back. Teachings, what for? They have Moment's Peace. So, we're in trouble. They can fog for 3 more turns, even if everything goes badly. So they don't have a Flicker in hand. So I am going to... I don't know that they have a Flicker in hand. So I am going to try to trade with this Dinrova horror here. They might have Pulse, though. We can just keep taking damage. You've always got to play against Tron. We're almost fast enough to kill them. Like, it's not insignificant that they're at 6 here. All right, let's see if this is Mnemonic Wall. Just Muldrifter, okay. Yeah, they are. I make him do it, though. Although making Tron do it probably isn't the worst punishment. Once you're kind of in that feeling that, like, you're well ahead, you just, like, feel so good. You're like, oh, man. Killing them good. So we are going to go for the Provoke play here. It was not great news if our opponent has an answer, but we are going to do it. So we're going to go to combat. We're going to attack. What's up, Pop our Bust? And try to get our opponent to use some of those. Okay, they're just going to use Moment's Peace right away. Sure. So no reason to do any fancy attacking then. Play with Sacred Cat, pass turn. I'll probably chump Dinrova Horror with Sacred Cat this turn, I'd say. How you doing, Popper Bust? How you doing tonight? Popper Bust? Popper Power Plant, you got it. Here they come. Dinrova Horrors. Flicking with Flicky Boys. We're going to block Dinrova Horror with Sacred Cat. I think we had one. We had one against Burn. That was pretty sweet. Or I could just be fogging them with Deathblade Elite. Well, I took about 1,000 damage for no reason. Yep. I think I took 4 damage for no reason. Another Dinrova horror, huh? You got it. And what will you target? Squadron Hawk. Sure. Our turn. What do you draw? Cartouche. All right. So we'll cartouche up, I don't know, Heliod's Pilgrim. Why not? They are getting scurry. And we'll pass. They're drifting, man. Just drifting. So we can't really be aggressive here. I took 4 damage that I shouldn't have. And for that reason, we can't really afford to be defensive. But hey, man, thank you very much for the follow, Philippe S6 2, the second. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Thank you very much for the follow. So they go to flicker now. If they can flicker this token, then we will go for trying to give protection against one of these horrors. Yep. Gets in. Block with Deathblade Elites. And Fog. See, we also play Fogs. And Fog. We have Pauper or Bust. It has won us a couple games. Namely one against Blue Black Delver. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool little game. I don't know if we can win this game. I don't think so. I'll probably take one more draw step. Are they just going to Rolling Thunder us for lethal? Well, show me the Thunder, opponent. Yeah, we have. I was hoping... Well, that was my hope, right? That we could at least fade Pulse for long enough. We draw all 4 of our Skyfishers and just ping them to death with Javeliniers. Caravex Torch. All right, that's their choice for tonight. You got it. Tron. Okay, let's bring in Relics. And I think that's really all we can do. I guess Obsidian Acolyte is actually kind of okay. Bring an Acolyte as well. But that's pretty much it. Javeliniers is actually a win condition. Deathblade Elite isn't that bad. Journeys are alright. Journeys actually aren't that great. They have Dinrova Horror. So we get rid of the Journeys. Probably go like that. We're trying to win quick here. So we can't take out our 1-drops. Fragmentize probably isn't that bad. Fragmentize and Sanctifiers against their colored mana. I think I'm more inclined to bring in 1 Fragmentize for another like reactive spell, maybe like Hyena Umbra. Bring in Fragmentize. And Chomanos can fade their combo. But other than that, don't really have too many ways. Yes, we'd love to play first. We've got Squadron Hawk. We've got Plow. We got to play a tap land on turn 1 because I always draw these Secluded Steps, so I'm going to keep. This happened in testing, too. Maybe Secluded Step is bugged. I'm going to take a sample size, draw like 1,000 hands, see how many times Secluded Step is in my opener. So we'll play it out and pass the turn. Next turn, we'll go Inspector Relic. It doesn't really do anything on turn 1. Turn 1 plays from Tron. God, they have it again. Tron's always got it. All right, play land. We will play Raven Inspector for that core Skyfisher value. They really have no problem filling their graveyard either. Maybe Fragmentize will get us there this time. I don't know. Well, Relic, pass turn. It's even hard to bring Relic in because you really just want to be proactive against Tron. I talked about this right before we started playing. I think like this deck wants to be so... Oh my god, they have it. They're gonna get colored mana with this just for the rub-ins. Tron. Alright. Exile a card from your graveyard, please, opponent. I just want 1,000,000 Flaring Pain. Yeah, Flaring Pain would have got us there. Go to combat, attack with Thraben Inspector. And I think I might just Skyfisher back a land and play Javeliniers here. So we go Skyfisher, pick up a land, replay land, Played Javelineers and passed the turn. Plow looking like pretty much the best pump spell you've ever seen right here. Opponent. Here comes the Drifty Boy. Never didn't Tron it. I took out the journeys, so Crusher is obviously a huge issue. Can we fragmentize that and just have them never draw colored mana again? That would be just lovely. Nah, they're going to draw it right now. Heck. No black mana, though, notably. All right, no relicking to do, so we'll just pass through. Ooh. They can condescend X like a million. No, no time like the present, right? Remember how I was talking about how my opponents always have it? This is one of those instances. All right, pass the turn. It doesn't do anything. Heat Death Infinity Spider. Unfortunately. It's just a really cool way. So there are so many cards in Pauper. Wow, weird. There are so many cards in Pauper that like break the sort of, what's the word I'm looking for? Parody. You know what I mean? And I didn't do this on their end step like a doofus, so I have to do it now. Because I don't want them to pulse back the quicksand. So play Relic. Go to combat. Swing. And it combos well with Imperial Armor. That's correct. Sure. So I have a feeling that they're going to target that with Pulse, but they could have really waited forever. We only have one piece of artifact removal, and we already played it. Maybe all they had in hand was Dinrova Horror. Muldrifter. Yep. Draws a couple cards. 6 mana on the go. Round 1 bye. Oh man, are you in a tournament right now, Pauper R Bust? What are you playing? What are you playing, man? Gotta let me know. Alright, so our turn comes back. Go to combat, attack with Skyfisher. Surprisingly enough, we actually wouldn't mind drawing a land here. Oh, cool, right on. Red-Black Tortex. That is spicy, my dude. Well, we're going to do some Squadron Hawk thinning here. Opponent thinking about whether they want to block. Talk about I've never relicked harder in my life. Let's get that clock going. 1, 2 Hawks. Pass turn. This format's weird, man. Like, you have to, for your aggro decks, you can't really, like 20 lands is just a weird number of lands. Your control decks play 22. I think Tron decks play around 20. But, and your aggro decks play between like 16 and 17. So it's just a really weird place to be when you're playing a deck with 3 drops and 20 lands, and you're trying to like cast a bunch of creatures and win the game that way, but that isn't really like a good win condition. It's a weird place to be. TBH. Play land, go to combat, attack with Skyfisher. We got their graveyard locked up pretty okay. Those horrors are coming through, though. We had one fragmentize. It was going to have to go pretty far if we were going to win with it. All right. We'll play Thraven Inspector, get another clue, go a little bit wider. I mean, we are getting to the point now where sweep could get us close to winning, but not really as close as I'd comfortably like to be. Play Squadron Hawk. Get a little shuffle. And pass the turn. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're representing 8 next turn. Let's see if our opponent taps out. And we can still represent 8 next turn. Well, there's Wretched Griff. That's pretty bad against our plan. Yep. Things looking a little dire here, gang. And what do you got now? 5 mana, another Drifter. Stonehorn Dignitary. That's pretty dang good against us. Yikes. Sacred Cat. Okay. I know, right? I know. But now they have fogged us out real good. We didn't draw very well. I mean, it's an aggro deck, right? Squadron Hawk's not that good. Like, there are so many cards that are better than Squadron Hawk, but Squadron Hawk just like combos with all our stuff, right? Yeah, I think it is time to start cracking clues. Like, we don't really have answers to any of what's going on here. We do want to leave up enough mana to kill their Ghostly Flicker when that happens, or their Moment's Peace. But I think we can still like wait a turn. We'll pick up Javelineers here. We get enough planes on board. We can deal with their Moment's Pieces. Might have a chance. Big Dirty Condescend coming. No, well, it doesn't have to be a Big Dirty Condescend. Exclude? Oh, I love that card. No, just Alchemy. Okay. Putting some stuff in the bin. So trying to keep their Flicker safe. You got it. So these relics are about as good as dead now. Return Javelineers. Pass the turn. A little bit of Provoke would have been nice over the last couple turns, for sure. Probably going to see a little Ghostly Flicker Dignitary nonsense. I'm just going to flashback. Forbidden Alchemy? Sure. I wouldn't mind getting rid of one of those creatures in their bin. So let's do that now. Pass turn. So leaving a good old pulse target. We can win with an Ication Javelineers. Teachings in the bin. They got it all, guys. They got it all. Tron gonna Tron. We have outs. We do have outs. They're at 8. If they don't have fogs in hand, we could just like have a gotcha moment. Granted, Stonehorn Dignitary is an issue. But we'll see. How many creatures have to get through next turn? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 flyers. So 3 flyers will get through. It'll be 3 Hawks. Plus 3. Horror. Alright, gang. Alright, we're almost to Scoop City here now. They're going to bounce Relic. Okay. Sure. We will pitch Squadron Hawk. And what you going to do? Yeah, start attacking. That's what I like to see. Why don't we go for it next turn? Who would I be? Who would I be to not go for it, you know? I think we got a shot. Will Tron have it again? Do you guys think? Do you think Tron will have it? Maybe I'll try to convince them to counter a few things in the meantime and just like screw over their colored mana. So let's try to play Relic of Progenitus. I feel like they wanted to get this off the battlefield so that they can counter it on the way back down. No counters. Ication Javelineers. Go to combat. We're going to swing. And Moment's Peace. Ghostly Flicker. Either or is not too bad. We'll get rid of the yard here. Ghostly Flicker doesn't do it, actually. Yeah, it's just Moment's Peace. All right, so we'll get rid of that Moment's Peace. And a Mystical Teachings. Draw a card. We don't lose any of our creatures either. They might Pulse Pull something back. We draw land. Fabulous. Bunch of tapped creatures on our side. Wonder how many of those they have. Crack a clue. Draw a card. We'll pass. Tapped out. See what our opponent can do with their graveyard. Four mana. This is weird. Teachings? Ghostly Flicker. Okay. So we'll get rid of Flicker here. We do have to skip our next combat phase. Not ideal. Oh, they have crop rotation in hand? No, okay. Bounces, Relic. We'll discard Plains. Drifter, gonna draw them a couple cards. They could just find another Flicker, I guess. But this gives us the best chance, I think. Hey, thank you very much for the follow, the Unreal Hall. How unreal are you? Are you the Unrealist? Opponent signifying they got a fog here, so they're going to do 1 million. They're going to do us 1 million. Down to 7. You got it. And we can't really win if they have another Moment's Peace. So, the most unreal. Oh, man. Is it like one of those cool, like, Hall of Mirrors type of things? Is it like Hallucinate Real? Are they just going to Rolling Thunder us for lethal? Nice. All right, Caravex Torch. And that's Tron, everybody. Yep. Hand without a lot of 1-drops and 1 land. We can keep this one, though. Yep. No, that's it, right? So that's probably it. Nice. That's probably it. We have stuff like, you know, Tireless Tribe combo. Stompy and Burn can kill you on turn 4 without even finding, like, that is their plan. Or turn 3, yeah. Like Stompy and Burn, like the whole plan is killing you on turn 3 or turn 4. This deck only has like an oops, I win turn 3, turn 4 plan, right? So it's like, oh man, what? Oh, that Delver tech, Terry. This is pretty much Thraben Inspector against Delver. Well, I take issue with your ability to block my Core Skyfishers, and I appreciate your fast playing. Thank you very much. And I'm with you there, Proteus. I think fast has to be fast. And I was kind of talking about that, you know, like this is a 20 land deck. Like aggro decks don't run 20 lands in this format. You know what I mean? Like aggro decks run 17, 16. Like I just played a Journey to Nowhere on turn 2. I'm about to play a Core Skyfisher. Never mind, I'm not playing Core Skyfisher. Attacking with a big old Thraben Inspector. Not even really that big. Let's see if Terry can find a blocker or a removal spell. Oh, man. Well, I'm glad I could do that for you, Syscoms. Heck yeah. And I hope you are able to enjoy bonus match. All right, go to combat. Attack with Thraben Inspector before we get any cards out of our hand. For 4. I imagine Terry's going to do some blocking and ramping here. Yep. Blocks and ramps. So yeah, I think tonight's lesson, like big lessons, were a lot about just building aggro decks. I don't build traditional aggro decks very often. And yeah, having a 3-mana enchantment, it's not really Elephant Guide, right? It can pay you off a little bit more than Elephant Guide, but just having something stick around after your creature dies is really big game, right? So we're going to Cartouche up the Thraben Inspector, and we're going to pick up Cartouche with our Core Skyfisher. And Imperial Armor looking just real bad here, right? Like, barely any cards in hand. We're using all of our mana. Like, we'd have to get a pretty quick plow here, I think, to close it out. I mean, they are at 16. Ramping. And Longbow. Oh my god, is this a friggin' combo deck? Oh, it's a combo deck. Is this Mono Green Morsel Hoarder? Yeah, okay. I guess not only playing Cartouche here only gives Thraben Inspector +1/+1. So we're gonna hold on to this land to keep our. I actually might return another land with Skyfisher. We'll just probably do the same plan. So we'll Cartouche, Skyfisher, I guess. Spread the wealth and Skyfisher back the Cartouche, and we can draw a card next turn. We might have an out. They might have Fogs. This is a mono green deck, so they might be playing Fogs. But I think Terry's a little aversive to Fog decks, so we'll find out if we got him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Vigilance and Reach. Well, that's ridiculous. That's just foolish. All right, so let's cycle Secluded Step. See what we find. Plains, eh? Crack a clue. Go to combat. Swing with everything. We're not backing down here. Mr. Krabs. They're going to kill off a Skyfisher. You got it. So they're going to take 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Lethal. GG's. Cool. Well, that was weird. I don't really know. They've got a bunch of Viridian Longbows. So I feel like Fragmentize and Sanctifiers are pretty good, but we didn't see anything else but ramp. I think we just want to go real fast. So maybe we even want to go down. We'll go down the Hobble. That's not doing anything. And I guess Gutshot doesn't really do anything. We don't need the life gain. We could bring in stuff. Maybe like Standard Bearers. I don't know. I don't know at all. Prismatic Strands could matter eventually. Let's bring in Sanctifiers. This is another creature. Kills the bow. Plotting his oppression. Krusty Krab. Which one's Krusty Krab? Was that the Reach creature there? Or was it just the buffed up Thraben Inspector? I'm pretty happy with the record for tonight, though. Like, we did have as many kind of gotcha wins as I hoped for. It's firmly not a tier 1 deck. I think it's got to go one way or the other. I think it's going to be a Heliod's Pilgrim Imperial Armor deck, or it's going to be a White Weenie deck with Sweep to kind of shore things up. We got enough 1-drops that this 1-liner's not too bad. You said that 4/4 was unfair? Oh no, man, I'm not crabbing at all, or I'm not SpongeBobbing often enough, apparently. So many longbows. How many Viridian? Does this deck run 9 Viridian Longbows? Play Plains. Play a 1-drop. Pass turn. Those Steves gonna do work this match. Mono green Drank coming. What? Thornwheeled Archer. I'm gonna do something about that. Shboop de boop. Floop de doop. I mean, it is the best Abyss. That's a cool card, though. It's like mono kill Delver, I think. I think this must be the Tech v Delver deck. I would presume. So that dies, and we'll play another... Oh, let's play Sacred Cat. Could have Echoing, some such nonsense. Azuri's Archers... Good night, Joel. Thanks for hanging out all night. It's good to have you, man. Appreciate it. So we can attack into Azuri's Archers. So I think we're going to... Ooh. Baby. So I think we're going to get the Death Toucher out of the way, and we're going to suit up Sacred Cat with Imperial Armor. We might get the Imperial Plow kill here. It does look pretty sweet when it goes off. So we'll suit up Sacred Cat with this. Go to combat. Swing. It definitely killed Delver.deck. Look at all this reach. Get the Death Toucher. We will. 1 card in hand for Terry. It's just too many Delver games. Reach is pretty cool, you know. There is a certain je ne sais quoi about how Pauper uses evasion. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like core Skyfishers, Delvers, Glint Hawks, you know, stuff like that. Spire Golems. Like, it is one of Pauper's ways to kind of dominate decks that are just on the ground. I'm glad you stuck around tonight, Joel. Seriously. Yes, dude. Thank you. Glad to have you. So reach is an interesting mechanic, for sure. Another Recluse. Heckin'. Totally not derpy. What's up? How you doing? You're absolutely not derpy. I don't believe the derpiness for a minute. Terry, sending a message. It would wreck Delver, though. All right. I appreciate the bonus match regardless, man. Thank you. Man, this is going to be a huge Sacred Cat. Okay. Boot up Sacred Cat with an Imperial Armor. And go to combat. We will Abyss the Recluse again. I do good, totally not derpy. I do good, man. I also do in a general sense, you know, like for the world and for like people in my life, I hope. Yeah. How's it going? I'm glad it's going good. We're trying to jank him out here. Yeah, a Sacred Cat is wearing double plate mail. Huge cat. We definitely should have put it on like another creature so that Plow Through Rito is just bananas, but oh, they got more blockers. Heckin'. Yeah, so I think we're okay. Present lethal. Get him to chump. We're at 31. Holy frick. And beast mode. Beast music? Is that like heavy music? Really heavy music? Chicago? Man, Chicago is a wicked band. I totally agree. You got the point across friggin' thoroughly there, my dude. So we'll play land, and I think we're going to shore it up here. So we're going to journey the archer with the bow. Yep. Okay, so we'll journey the other one now. Oh, they scoot that we were going to plow!